Hi, and welcome to What Makes the Academy Exceptional. My name is Dr. Joe Tuitt, and I'm the Director of Admissions at the Indiana Academy for Science, Mathematics, and Humanities. And today we'll be talking with current Academy students, and they're going to share with us their journey to the Academy and what makes this school so exceptional, a school where they can truly thrive both personally and academically.
My name is Andrew. I'm from Central Indiana, and my favorite class is AP Physics 1 with Mr. Shu.
Hi, I'm Gabby. I'm from East Central Indiana, and my favorite class is chemistry.
Hi, I'm Savannah. I'm from Central Indiana, and my favorite class is Studies in the Novel with Dr. Britticap.
Hi, my name is Finn. I'm from Northern Alaska, and my favorite class is Organic Chemistry.
Hi, my name is Keyshawn. I'm from Northwest Indiana, and my favorite class is Composition and Rhetoric with Dr. Britticap.
Hi, my name is Anne. I'm from East Central Indiana, and my favorite class is History of World Religions with Mr. Marsh.
Hi, my name is Armani, and my favorite part about being at the Academy last year was that I was one out of 15 students who got to participate in the Germany exchange with our faculty members and also other students.
I'm from Central Indiana, a small town, and what brought me to the Academy is I had a family friend whose brother came here, and his story of how the classes that they had available here versus at my small town school was a much more variety and a much more challenging courses.
I'm also from Central Indiana. I'm from a rural town, and I had a friend that went here, and I was really encouraged by just how much he was thriving here, and the academic rigor that he had in comparison to our old school was very encouraging, and so I decided, why not?
I'm from an island in Alaska. My parents really just like moving, and we found the Academy and thought the variety of courses would be a great option for me.
I'm from a town pretty close to the Academy, and I came because I was interested in getting more dual credit classes than my other school offered.
I am also from a town really close to the Academy, and I decided to come here because my mother is an employee at Ball State, and we really like the environment here.
I'm from Northwest Indiana. I decided to come here just because there's so much more academic opportunity and just a chance to be around people that are more like-minded here rather than there was in my old school.
I'm from a small town by the Academy, and I came here because my brother went here, and I really like the environment also.
On the first day of moving here as a junior, we had a big welcome dance, and this welcome dance included just us hanging out. There was some karaoke, and there was a lot of card games and things like that. Some really good seniors when I was a junior kind of took me under their wing, and we all got together and played a big game of like spades, euchre, and Uno and games like that. And with the background of people singing some terrible karaoke, I was with a lot of my friends who were laughing and were having a great time, and that's when this place first truly felt like home.
I think for me, it was definitely when it was the first weekend after I moved here. We went to a pool nearby, and it was me and a bunch of kids that I had just met, and I feel like I had never felt so at home in a place that I had just moved to, and I just really felt welcome.
I'd like to say the first time I truly felt like I belonged here was last school year during my junior year. It was my first time going to a Black Student Union meeting at this school, and because coming here I was really worried that there wouldn't be like that sort of supportive environment that I had a lot when I was at my old school, but coming here and being able to see just that group of people come together and just be friends made it really, really easy to feel like this is like a place that I can be. This is my home.
I think the first time that I really felt like I belonged here was actually during my welcome week here. As a sophomore last year, we went to the Mountain State Park, and it was really fun, and I made my big group of friends that I'm still with today, so it was great.
Coming to the Academy from a rural island, I had a lot of fears and concerns. I had been homeschooled basically my entire life, and I didn't know how I would fit in with the rest of the Academites, and seeing new people all day, every day, and being with so many like-minded people that I had never been around in my community, I was worried, and I thought that I might not fit in, but the people around me, the seniors around me, helped me learn and grow with them, and I learned to accept that I was part of the community, and it was a great feeling.
I think my biggest fear before coming here was just worried that I wouldn't be able to keep up with all the work and that I wouldn't be as smart as everybody else. But after the first couple of weeks of school, I just learned to like talk with my peers, and we would work on homework together, and we actually started understanding concepts and stuff. So yeah.
Okay, so my initial fears with the academy was also about the coursework. I just really I had knew that everyone had a different background of education, therefore I was kind of worried about how the teachers would work to accommodate us and stuff like that. But I think here a lot of the teachers work extremely hard to make sure that everyone is grasping the content, as well as making sure everyone has a comprehensive understanding of it.
I think the first time I ever realized that I could handle the academics here at the academy was definitely after my first Russian test. I was terrified that it was not going to go well, but after working with the teacher and office hours, I learned that I really could do it, and that kind of gave me the confidence boost I needed in my other classes as well.
I think the same goes for me. After I took a few tests and I did some assignments and got to know my teachers more, I definitely felt more settled in at the academy, because it was kind of hard with my first few assignments because I had no idea how the teachers would grade in that. But I got more used to it after a couple assignments and going through it.
I think for me, that moment was when I, right before a physics test last year, our first one, me and a group of maybe 5 or 6 kids all got into one of our study lounges, and we sat there for maybe 4 or 5 hours, and we were just working on homework. We were trying to understand the material, and while it was a lot of work, it was really rewarding because we realized how much we do understand the material and how much we could bounce off each other, with us all being super like-minded, and that helped us all. We all ended up getting A's on that test, which was really amazing.
I think I personally felt supported, or feel supported with difficult material, just because for a while I really did struggle with a lot of academic stuff at this school, but having being able to go to my teacher's office hours and having tutors and things like that made me realize, one, how many resources there are at this school to help you just not fall behind and fail, but also it gave me a really good chance to understand that the community around me is to uplift me entirely, rather than to just be there when I'm falling behind.
I'm a peer tutor here at the academy for a lot of subjects like chemistry and math, and I'm part of that support network. And as I was working my way through the classes and being in those study groups and helping my classmates succeed and learn and grow, I saw the importance of being part of that uplifting community and being those people that you can go to learn and understand and improve. And I loved it because it allowed me to give back to the community that was allowing me to grow and facilitating the opportunities that I had and I was taking advantage of, and being able to support my peers and watch them succeed and go on into college and minor in some of the students in some of the topics that I was tutoring in was an amazing opportunity for me, and I love giving back in that way.
I think it's great. The main reason why I came to the academy was for a better working environment, and all of my friends from my previous school were more focused on sports, so they weren't as focused on academics as I was, but surrounding myself with people who want to see you succeed, like my staff, but also my friends who want to succeed as much as I do, was really great for me, and it helped me work harder.
I think along with that, something pretty unique is whenever you walk through the lounges of Wagner, pretty much everyone is in their own groups, but everyone's working on their homework and stuff. And I think something pretty unique is pretty much everyone around here, even if they're not a tutor or something, is willing to help you with your homework, and that's just something pretty unique.
I think for me, it's always amazing to remember that we're not one monolithic school, and therefore everyone in your class is possibly there to learn a different aspect of the subject. And I think when you put that in your class and when you're having discussions and stuff like that. Like, I think it's always great to hear everyone's perspectives, and yeah.
All juniors here at the Academy do something called Junior Colloquium, and it's a class where in my year we designed an entire school and how like we would like teach classes and stuff like that. And I was blessed to be able to choose my group, and my group consisted of 4 of my friends, and this was a semester-long project, but we spent countless hours. We would meet at Bracken Library on campus, and we would reserve a meeting room up there, and we'd get up there, we'd like order some pizza some days, and we would just go there and we'd work. And it was a long project. It was supposed to take a semester, but because we were working together and because we spent that time dedicated to working on this Junior Colloquium project, it just felt right. And it was a really fun project because of the people involved, and we have a lot of memories created from that.
I think for me, my American literature class last year was really encouraging because I had never been in a room with so many people willing to start conversations. And that was really exciting for me because normally in a discussion at like my old school, I was subjected to be almost the only person willing to talk up and like start these conversations. So to be like in a room with a group of people that were also willing to discuss and debate and just have these open conversations about the material was really refreshing, and it made me feel like I was where I wanted to be.
Last year during my world literature class, every student was like assigned to a different group for a different specific reading that we had done in the class. And my group got Hamlet, and like it was just really, really fun to see that like these people that I've never spoken to before and people like I've seen around but I just never really knew. It was fun to come together and just like collaborate on this thing that all of us are kind of passionate about because we all just enjoy reading. And then also it was really fun because we got to act out a scene of like Hamlet in class, and that's made me really feel like I belonged in this place where like learning isn't just sitting at a table and just listening to somebody speak. It's being part of it, it's acting, it's doing all these things that help us learn in a better way for all of us.
I think one way our faculty at the Academy helps me feel capable rather than intimidated is by just relating to us. I think our professors keep it very real with us, and a lot of the times they'll tell us about times that they've also been struggling at certain subjects, even if they're ones that they teach like currently. I think that's like an amazing way just to, like remind us all that we're all human and we're all not perfect, even those who have been like in teaching positions for as long as them.
I think another way is teachers really push you to go to their office hours, especially if you don't understand the material. And that's something they wouldn't be telling you all the time if they didn't really mean it. So you can tell that they really truly want you to do well and learn and grow as a person. And I think that's something pretty unique.
One of my favorite teachers at the Academy, Professor Buchek, teaches AP Chemistry, which is a very challenging course for a lot of people. And she keeps it real. She says, yes, this material is hard, but here's how we're going to get you through it. Here's how we're going to allow you to understand this at the level you need to understand it, rather than just saying, yeah, this class kind of sucks, right? So that makes you feel ready, and like they want to help you, and they want to help you grow and watch you grow, because they really do care.
Similar to that, I have a teacher named Mr. Shu, and I'm a TA for his Physics 1 course this year. And it's so amazing because I've always like had like a passion for like and like a desire to maybe even go into teaching, and Mr. Shu's giving me the opportunity to try that and push me out of my comfort zone. So instead of just being there to grade work, he's pushing me and help leading some class sessions and helping me lead some labs, which makes me feel like at first it's scary, but through his encouragement and through his guidance, it makes me feel really capable to do so, and makes me really like passionate about going into teaching in the future.
I kind of said previously that I had my big friend group at Welcome Week, and because we had such a tight-knit group of sophomores and we only had 18 students who were all really close, and that also ended up becoming a big friend group, we all mostly had like some core classes together, like American history and general chemistry and those classes like that. And so I really got to know them outside of class and even in classes too. So I got a lot of bonding time and it was really fun, and I'm still friends with them now.
A lot of the friends that I've made here at the Academy, I've met through like theater that we do in collaboration with Burris. And so that's been really exciting because not only have I been able to make friends here directly through the Academy, but I've also had that like chance to meet and interact with some of the kids at Burris where we have our classes. And so that's been really nice to kind of have that bond between the schools as well.
Personally, a good number of the friends I made at the Academy were just through a lot of the extracurriculars that the Academy like offers, like different things like Black Student Union or Bring Change to Mind or National Honor Society. Just a lot of different clubs and organizations and like activities that are just happening in the school all the time, and they all kind of to try to push you to interact and just engage with the people around you, and that's how a lot of people here build friends. I know that's how I got my friend group.
Being a resident student here at the Academy, you are constantly surrounded by all of your friends and all of the people that you feel close to. Whether it be Friday night movie nights where we're sometimes up till 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5 a.m. watching just some movie, just having a bunch of fun. And you're always with this, you always have a group of people that you can go to dinner with. It, like after a long day of classes, some very stressful classes, you can just hang out with your friends, you can kind of decompress with them, whether it be playing pickleball, basketball, or even just like hanging out and talking. I think that's what makes it, what stands out. Typically, like my old school, I would go home and like maybe go to my job and stuff like that, and I wouldn't have that decompression time with friends. But here at the Academy, I have that constantly, and I'm very grateful for it.
I feel like it's so much easier to like build a connection with the people around you because you are around them a lot more often than you would be at a regular school. And I feel like that's really nice because I've built some like deeper connections with people here that I think will probably last my entire life. And I feel like that's something that I didn't have at my previous school. And to be surrounded just by like a group of people that truly get me is just really beautiful.
As a homeschooled student coming from a long background of not being around students and taking classes online every day, all day from parts of all around the country, it was a very different experience to come to the Academy and to be able to collaborate with students in person in real time and have assignments where I work in person in real time. Versus at my old school, I did assignments on my own, I sat at my desk on my own, I ate dinner on my own. And this group of students that I found here has allowed me to find my level of interest in certain subjects and being able to interact with them every day for a lot of the day, even though I do go home at night, is one of the best parts of the Academy for me.
I think for me, it's the welcome dance that is held every year during Welcome Week, because it's a chance to meet new students and make new connections before classes even start. And I just think it's a really good way to meet the new juniors, even if you're like a senior or something, and help them feel welcome too.
I think Acadathon is really fun. It's where we all get split up into teams, staff, faculty, and students. We're all put on teams, and we have dress up week, and then the entire weekend it's games, and it's just so exciting to get to compete against your peers, get to collaborate with your peers. And it's in a way that's not so academic. It's a very freeing weekend, especially after a stressful week of school. It allows us all to come together and to just have fun.
I think the talent show and the Spirit Week preceding it is a really big event that like I think almost all Academy students feel it's like a presence, because even like some students won't go to like the talent show itself, or some people won't like want to interact with it all, but even like just being here and just being around it all, you feel the energy in the building, you feel the energy in the students or the staff or the faculty, like all the week before and like the day of and the day after. It's a really big like event, and like all of us feel it.
If I were to give advice to a new student, which I have a lot because I'm a peer assistant and also an ambassador, I would definitely tell them that everyone is struggling at the beginning of the year just as much as they are, because it's an extremely new environment, especially for the majority of people here, and it takes a while to adjust, but that's not a bad thing. It's just something new and you'll end up liking it a lot, and I just reassure them that it just takes time and you have people around you that can help you and you have the resources to succeed.
A lot of the new students here are really worried about fitting in, and I would tell one to just do things that you enjoy. Be around different activities that you enjoy, because people here will also enjoy them as well. Like, if there's something that you like that you think nobody else likes, start a club, or make sure you go to club fair and just do different things around the school that it'll help you get a sense of who's around and who likes what and who's like you.
I think one of the things really special to the Academy is, since everyone comes from, different backgrounds, or even we have exchange students from all over the world, it's really easy to connect with different people just based off of those things. For example, you can talk about, previous hometowns, or like, if I've seen like a lot of exchange students connect with each other like during International Fest and things like that, like there's always people that have a similar niche as yours. Same thing with like student life counselors, like you're able to talk with them as well. So I think it makes the whole experience way less isolating when you realize that everyone here has something unique to them.
The Academy community is simply my second family. Last year as a junior, I got to see all the seniors walk the stage in graduation. And I could confidently see I knew every single one of their names, and I'm still in touch with a lot of them. With the struggles we go through classes and through fitting in general, I mean, you make some really strong bonds with with your fellow students, and seeing them graduate, and it was just a surreal feeling, because I almost felt like a proud dad watching them walk the stage. And I know that I've made some lifelong friendships here, and I already have, and I'm so grateful for that.
I think the community at the Academy is like no other. I've met some people here that they just have the brightest personalities I've ever met. And I feel like coming to a place like the Academy, everyone's new, so you're all feeling the same, like nervous jitters of starting fresh. And I feel like it's just such an exciting place to be, because everyone's new, everyone's starting fresh, and you all get the chance to just be your truest self, and it's just such an exciting environment.
The Academy community is great. There's always someone that does your thing. Whatever you're interested in, no matter if it's interest in a subject, if it's interest in some kind of activity outside of academics, there's always someone that does what you do. There's always someone that loves what you do, and there's always someone that's willing to learn what you do and learn to do it with you. And that's one of the greatest parts, is that you can find people from anywhere, because the Academy students are from anywhere, that love hanging out with you and love participating in your activities and being around you.
I would say that it's very supportive and tight-knit, and to go along with what everyone else said, everyone's here to start a new chapter in their life, and everyone here wants to watch each other succeed. You're gonna make friends, sorry, I don't know, I was gonna say what they said.
For every student that shared their story here today, they each had that moment, maybe big, maybe small, when they realized, this is where I belong. If you're a student who's searching for that feeling, I hope today you've been able to catch a glimpse of what makes the Academy so exceptional. And I invite you to continue learning more about us. Join us for one of our online or in-person programs. Reach out to me with any questions that you have.
And be sure to check out the other videos in our What Makes the Academy Exceptional series, with topics ranging from academics and faculty to student life and athletics.